bro, if I give you the head nod and you don't head nod back,
bro, if you don't give me the head nod back,
I'm assuming that you on some get out vibes.
All right,
Some self-hate stuff going on.
That's how I be in my head. Bet.
You feel me?
That's how I feel.
The get like you contest is a black statement. It's a black man staple.
Why do we do that?
I like call you out. Like I'll say, I see what you got going on. I'll say stuff like that, but I don't.
That's
I'm
basically
like
it.
That's more PDA with your people, man. Let them know that you appreciate them while they're here. Don't wait till their funeral and that other.
Give your homie a hug, no doubt.
Don't wait till the funeral, bro.
Yeah, don't wait.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex.
What's going on, man? Welcome to another edition of the Melly D's podcast, where we have honest conversations that every man needs but rarely gets to have. It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know,
don't ask me. It's your boy T-Dive Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got some you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What up, world? It's Dave. Dave has wings. I'm back in here and I'm doing my thing. Keep your mind elevated. Keep your feet on the ground. Subscribe to this pod. Keep polishing that crown.
Hey. You sounded real comfortable just now.
Hey, man,
Dave.
getting to it. Reps. You know what I'm saying? Get in the gym. Get your reps in.
That's what they say.
And, eventually, it's like second nature.
It is second nature. You know what should be second nature to y'all? Purchasing merch. Y'all see the merch? You see the drip?
You see
it.
That was a great segue.
You
Troy.
see the drip. Just to let y'all know, in the description, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can be able to link to our merch page. Also, we have on the link is on our social media. If you're listening, just go to one of our social media sites, hit our link tree, and it will take you to our merch. Also, we got Patreon.
Yes, sir. Subscribe to the Patreon, y'all. We've been talking about it recently. Like we said, this is our way of building deeper community, getting to know you all more outside of just creating conversation. We wanted to offer something deeper, which a lot of you have been asking about, that brotherhood feel, that accountability. There'll be resources, there'll be access, there'll be bonus content, all different types of things, different ways that we're hoping to just continue to interact, dive deeper, dig deeper, and just grow better in general. So subscribe to the pod. The pod on Patreon. It is free, like we said, for now. Go ahead and subscribe. First 25, as we said, will get free access to some of the resources and tools that we've been talking about, maybe some other bonus things we have going on. So go ahead, jump over to Patreon and subscribe. If you one of those people that, like I said, just not going to go to Patreon, ain't going to go listen to nothing, you just like being on YouTube, hit the button, man.
Hit the button.
The least you could do is subscribe. Hit the button, man.
Quick question, because you a couple episodes ago, we talked about, or at least, I don't know. Anyway, we talked about the bear previously at some point. What I just noticed that we got the red EE. Is there a reason for that?
That was just for it to stand out.
Okay.
Just try to create some type of, I didn't want to look as basic. Yeah.
Got you.
And so, speaking about the bear, tell us about the bear. If someone is just now watching our podcast for the first time.
Yeah, so basically the bear is basically supposed to be a representation of manhood, or us. The bear represents men in general. As a lot of people think and know, a bear is a symbol of strength, strength and safety. So the bear represents strength, manhood, etc. So the scars on the face represent life, things that we go through. So although we've been beat up, we've been challenged, we still show strength. We keep going. We keep pushing. So it's just a visual representation of the male experience, basically.
Yeah. So get that merch for that special loved one that represents the Manly D's podcast. And when y'all get y'all's merch, make sure you take photos and tag us in it. We would love to see
Please and thank you.
who all are in our community, aka the Cave. Welcome to the Cave.
Welcome to the Cave.
So we really appreciate you all jumping in and purchasing that merchandise. And if anything else, as Mel said, hit the button.
That is crazy how life will treat you, though, now that we talking about this bear as a man. Because people see you as strong. It don't matter if you got one eye. It don't matter if you got some scars, if you had a little work on yourself and nothing like that. People still expect you to show up strong every time in every space that you in. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
How that works, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank the patriarchy. Thank the patriarchy.
Dave, kick us off, man. What we talk about?
Yeah, man. I really,
this one gonna be funny.
I have a core group of friends, right? Like that I've known. I have friends that even though I'm 34, I have friends that I have over 30 years of friendship with.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And even with that, there I have other homies that kind of in segments that come in that are 20 plus at this point, just college and all the things. So I tell the homies, like, we get off the phone, bro, or we leaving space or whatever. When you get to see them, especially homies that you've been around that long, you don't really see them life be lifing. Everybody got kids now, da-da-da. I tell the homies I love you, da-da-da, it's hugs, it's all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it ain't even dap. It's just a straight up hug if I ain't seen somebody in a minute for real.
Full frontal.
Yeah. Legit. Hey, bro, it's been a minute.
Full frontal.
Come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. So, I mean, I know different people have different, you know what I'm saying, levels of comfortability for various reasons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, today is just kind of like, do y'all show PDA with the homies? Pause.
Good question. Really good question. I'm gonna let Mel kick us off.
Troy want me to go first because I already know his answer and the whole world know his answer, so he want me to go first. So I would say, yeah, based on the description, I definitely think I participate in PDA of my guy friends and stuff like that. No pause necessary.
Boom.
But yeah, I think at times I may have done a full frontal. What you described, but I think for the most part, at least got to start with the dap. Like, I might end with the hug, but it'll start with that first, like dap first, like, all right, and then the hug, whatever. For some reason, that's like the gateway to the hug for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hug, I tell my guys I love them, because you never know. I mean, at this point, I feel like I've grown up with them, like we doing life together. So, I think it's safe to say, I love you or something like that because, the way the world has been going, I think at times we just need to hear it.
Absolutely.
From each other. So I do the PDA. Sometimes I say pause, sometimes I don't, depending on what level of, PDA we got going on. But it just, it took me a while to get comfortable with that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like to actually do, not to like dap or nothing like that, but to just be like, hey man, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Or just to say it without feeling weird or something like that. Mm-hmm. It took me a while.
It's a funny story that we even bringing this up, and me and Mel are in the room talking about this because the first time me and Mel had been rocking together in Lynchburg for a while, just on some like let's get up and get some wings type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know. I mean, we have a mutual friend and my cousin, and I don't know what led to me and Mel being like, "Hey, you want to get up?"
I don't even remember.
I have no idea how that happened. So me and Mel start getting up. We start, clicking in Lynchburg, and we had some moments in which we were sharing personal things. Some things were going on in Melvin's life, some things were going on in my life, and then we didn't see each other because Mel moved to Charlotte. Mm-hmm. And we went to go eat at some spot. I forgot the name of it. I remember the face of it. It's near Concord Mills, but I can't remember the name. And we were about to leave, and I was dapping up everybody, and it was so good to see Mel. I went in for the dap, and I was like, "I love you, bro." And we released and let go. And then I got in the car, and I realized, I never said I love you to him. Mm-hmm. I thought I said it. And I felt convicted that I didn't say it because I was like, bro, first of all, now we in two different states. That's one thing. But now it's just like I missed the fellowship that we had. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really truly know sometimes you don't know how you feel towards somebody until you see them after some time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I had just seen you in that moment, and I was like, bro, I really love you, but I didn't say it verbally. I actually had to call, or I think I text him, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm so sorry. I never even said the words, but I do love you. And the reason, here's the thing. I don't have a problem saying I love you to anybody. Mm-hmm. It was Melvin. I have the problem saying with him. because it was like, I don't know if this is where our relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I don't know if this is where our relationship is that would permit me to, if I have your permission. Basically, I'm looking for your consent. Yeah. That's what I probably should be.
Pause. See, look, right. We could. I was just about to say we could go ahead and turn the pause switch off for this conversation, but Troy is gonna always get right.
Well, listen, you got to understand, like, showing PDA has just always been a thing. Like for sports, like in sport, bro. When you're playing with 10 of your other homies trying to kill this other team, you learn to band together. Even though you might not like each other, you learn to band together to try to kill this other team. And so I'm so used to like hugging each other, celebration, touchdowns, all the type of stuff, stops on 3-and-1, like that, winning championships. Like those are times in which like we show our most emotional time when we're working together and doing something. But like when we have just the one-on-one, it's not that easy.
Changing context, yeah, man.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
It makes it more intimate.
When you change the context,
yeah,
it's really hard to do that. And so I didn't know if Mel was receptive of me being that friend in his life. You know what I'm saying? Because Melvin was a new friend. You are a new friend for me. Actually, yeah. Because in Lynchburg, you were so Eric's my cousin, so he's family. He's solidified. You know what I'm saying? But you were my first new friend outside of family, outside of my my ministry group. You're my first true friend that I've made as an adult. And so I was like, I feel this way. I don't know if he feels this way.
No, that's real.
Did I say it back?
I never said it to you in that moment. But yes, eventually, yeah.
Hold on. So the moment happened, you wanted to say it, but didn't.
I didn't.
And then you called him and said it.
Yes.
Because you felt convicted about not saying it.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, I follow you now. I wonder if I said it back.
Do you remember if you said it back?
I think you did.
Oh, okay.
Even if it was on some, I just give this to you because you said it to me type stuff, you still said it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure. I ain't know.
Look,
I told you it took me a while to get comfortable. I don't know.
This was, oh my gosh. You freshly moved to Charlotte.
Oh, so it had to be
some years ago.
Yeah.
At least 6 years ago.
But you know, after
we met when y'all first moved here.
Yeah.
After
literally first week.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when we wrap up doing our podcast, me and Melvin will be in the parking lot doing our second podcast. The 5th episode.
The meeting after the meeting.
Yo, some of our best pods have happened outside of the studio.
Outside of this, yes.
The meeting after the meeting, man.
We'll have our 5th podcast episode outside, and we dap each other. Hey, man, love you, bro. Love you too, man. Peace.
No, that's real. It's interesting though, because you were talking about like the sports thing and all that, and it's interesting. They talk about, and I think there's studies and stuff around this. Do your research. We don't promote misinformation.
Come on now.
But I think that there's studies that talk about like how, like the levels of kind of affection or physical contact that men have, and how like how much further we are not. I don't know how to word this right now, but how much we are not able to show physical affection, especially toward one another, but also like even with significant others or people in general, like how underloved and undertouched men are in general, without there being like some type of like for partners and stuff for sexual context. You know what I'm saying? Or with your homies, it's normally like, to your point, sports or team context. Mm-hmm. But that middle space of like just dapping the homie up, like giving hugs when you see him, hey, bye, or if somebody's crying, literally being able to hold, you know what I'm saying, your homie while he's crying or whatever, or even just with like parents, you know what I'm saying? Like they talk about like dads and stuff, like being able, I think that you see a lot of stuff now just talking about how active like this new generation of dads and millennial dads and all that kind of stuff, and how active we are, how, you know, they're kissing on their sons, they're hugging their sons, they're loving their sons will come sit in their lap. That's not something that had happened to generations previous to us. I feel like a generation that's kind of opening that door to kind of start to feel that gray area a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cats that, you'll talk to some cats that are our age and they're like, man, my pops never even said, my pops still don't say I love you. You know, they'll tell their pops, you know, I love you. And he'll be like, yep.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
And that's their version of saying I love you.
Right.
The lights on, ain't they?
Yeah.
You got food in your stomach, don't you? That was their way of saying it.
But ain't that
my dad tell me he loved me though.
That's what's up.
He do. I take that because he don't hug me as long though. I have realized that. I be trying to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
I try. he dap and I try to hold him a little while longer to see how long he gonna hold it. He be like, all right, brother. All right, man.
Why you think it's like that?
I don't know.
It's a generational thing,
I don't know, bro.
It's literally just a generational thing, I think. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a generational thing. I think there's a lot of what's the name too, like even just hypermasculinity stuff that's in culture, even some stuff that we was raised on.
Can we make some definitions? Can we get some definitions? Because a lot of people are attacking things onto the word masculinity, and I don't think what they're doing is what they're. I think they just want to say you're a bad man. That's basically what they're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So when you say hyper masculinity, what do you mean?
I mean, stuff that's just like over the top, like you too hard.
The Urban Dictionary version.
Yeah, like you just too
like
hard.
You too manly to do anything.
To do anything.
To dance, to laugh.
I ain't eat no bananas.
That's gay.
I could never eat a glizzy, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I was at school the other day.
I break my banana.
I was at the school the other day.
I legit will break my banana right off that log.
I was at the school the other day. Some students was in there. They had they had, you know, sometimes at schools like they'll just have food for students to come by and pick up, and they had a box of fruits, and so when the students walked over there, I was like, "Hey, bro, bring me one of them bananas." He was like, "Pause." I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad." So then when he brought it to me, I peeled that joint
and break it off. Just.
And it was natural. It wasn't like I was in like.
Because if you was at home, you would have faced that banana.
Hey, took it to the face, bro.
Your first initial reaction, you would have just ate the banana. You would have even thought about it, but because he was standing there, it made you think about it.
God.
You're like, I'm not about to eat this banana right now.
Oh my God.
Because there's been plenty of times I eat a banana by myself. And I'm by myself, I'm gonna eat that banana. The people around me, I'm breaking that banana smooth off that joint. You're not gonna catch me facing no banana in front of my
face. That's what hypermasculinity, I think, is. That's just kind of what I'm getting. It's like things that are just like everything's too tough, everything's too macho, you can't do nothing without it being perceived as. And honestly, what it is a lot of it is what's the name? Homophobia. You know what I mean? A lot of it comes down to that in general. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to, you gonna stick something curved and long in your mouth, bro. That's crazy. It's like, bro, I'm eating.
It's a banana. I'm trying to get nutrients.
Right.
Nourishment. I need potassium.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's another joint too. I think you would fall in this category too. I'll be laughing every time I meet somebody who's like this. They're like, yeah, bro, I don't eat no white sauce, bro.
I've never heard that before.
You ain't never heard of? I've heard several people be like, yeah, bro, I don't eat no white sauce. It's like,
what things are white sauce?
No ranch dressing?
Mayonnaise.
Man, listen, you call me whatever you want. I'm gonna have me some ranch. I don't care.
Anything. Like I like to eat it's like what's the name? Like the halal spot. They put like a white sauce over it.
And I actually wish they would just ask me first before they do it. The sauce ain't bad, but I just don't want them to do my whole plate. They don't even ask you. They just
prefer to have it on the side or something?
Yeah, just let me govern how much I want to put on there. Don't just squeeze that joint on top of my lamb.
But yeah,
I just squeeze that joint. I was about to say my meat, and then I paused because
my lamb.
See how it worked?
Exactly.
I didn't even think about it. See how it worked?
But yeah. So I mean, I've heard cats say that too, just on some hypermasculine. I feel like it's rooted. It might not be for them. It might just be that, you know, maybe they've just had bad experiences with white sauces previously.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I
don't know.
That is crazy.
Because why would you not want to eat ranch? Why would you not want to, you know what I'm saying? But again, yeah, I think a lot of it just has to do with, I think the interesting thing is all of these things become resolved once you become kind of solidify, I feel like, in your masculinity.
That's true.
Once you become comfortable in your own skin, you don't really trip off stuff like that. Certain stuff don't bother you no more.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this banana.
You feel me? Like, dog. And I mean, it's funny, Kiki has been a part of culture since we was kids, but yeah, I think as we've got and also as culture but has become more like PC. It's also one of those things too. You know what I'm saying? Politically correct, so you don't want to offend different groups and things like that. So you start to see, you know what I mean, you start to see things being tapered back, you know what I mean, as well, which I mean isn't always a bad thing. I mean, I think there are certain elements of culture that we could afford to you know, kind of to be more inclusive and kind of make people feel more comfortable and things like that. Certain jokes and stuff that don't have to be made. So I'm not mad at some elements of things become more PC, but I think that's a lot of it too.
Me and Mel talked about being able to show love. Has it been difficult for you?
No, because I think I just want puberty. Nah, it hadn't really. I think over time, again, my relationships and my homies are so deep and entrenched, bro, that like
You don't even think about it.
I don't. Like these are the cat. Like I came out the womb with some of these cats, like almost literally. You know what I'm saying? Like cats I've known since I was 2-3 years old. Those are my brothers. Blood couldn't make us no closer. You know what I'm saying? Like they call, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I haven't really had that issue, and even even with like newer friend groups. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of just fall into that. You know what I mean? I think naturally, to your point, like the dap hug is kind of like the standard. You know what I mean? And I even then too, I notice with me, like I'm like even a, like I normally bring everybody in for dap. You know what I'm saying? I actually one of the things that like kind of like makes my eyebrows go up is when people hit me with the distance dap. Like when you dap somebody up and I'm like
They
going in
block you a little
and
bit.
they hit you with the you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know some different people do that for different reasons, but that kind of throws me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not naturally when I dap people,
Now I
even
take
if I'm
my
meeting
dap
for the
back.
first time. You feel
Now
me?
I'm taking my dap back.
You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah. Jadakiss. I mean, whoever that. Yeah, bro, because I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a to the point about safety. It's like, bro, we black men. Like, I'm DAP even of itself, not to get too deep, but the history of DAP is about security amongst black men. It started with the armed forces.
Teach you something.
I mean, bro, this is the opportunity to teach. So go ahead, do your thing.
Hey, man, I don't want. Again, we don't promote misinformation. Do your research. But if you will look into, I want to say it was the Vietnam War. I believe it was the Vietnam War, because that's the one from like the 60s and 70s, somewhere in that range, right? Don't get me mixed up on my American history. But anyway, during the Vietnam War, I think it was, they used to the black GIs used to dap each other up as just a sign of like, I see you, pride, respect. It's a whole thing. Like it was a whole like that's where we get DAP from. Like when you see all the NFL players, NBA players, that is literally the history of DAP. It started in the armed forces with black GIs so that they would, as a symbol. It actually has an acronym. DAP has an acronym. We have to dig it up and see what it actually means. It's slipping my mind right now. So for me, like when I go in to dap somebody up and they hit me with like what I'm saying, some distance, or they push the fist back so I don't our shoulders can't meet or whatever, I'm just kind of like, it's like a form of it's like being rejected by your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what you like? What's what I mean? Again, we may be meeting for the first time or whatever, but I think that's one of those things one of those cultural nuances that we have as black men. That's like it's like the head nod. It's like, bro, if I give you the head nod and you don't head nod back,
if you don't give me the head nod back,
I'm assuming that you on some get out vibes.
All right,
some self-hate stuff going on.
That's how I be in my
head.
Bet.
You feel me?
That's how I feel.
Bet. You know what I'm saying? Bet. Like that something got to be off.
I mean, it's different because if you're above a certain age, I expect you to give me the
head down.
Yeah.
I actually think I go head down before I go head up.
For real?
Nowadays, yeah, for sure. I think
because head down is kind of like I see you.
Yeah.
Like head down, like
yeah.
But up is like
head up is I know you.
That part. Yeah. I like that.
Head
like
up
that.
is I know you.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Or it's like you good type of thing.
Yeah. Because that's I think also too. Again, maybe even getting into hypermasculinity, just rules around different hoods, different people you around. You hit somebody with this, they like
it could what's up?
Yeah, they be like what's up can have a different intonation. So it's like I think down is always more of just like
respect.
What's good? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Old man.
I'm Unc.
Right.
Even talk about the DAP piece. I actually had
dignity and pride.
Huh?
Dignity and pride.
Dignity and pride.
That's what it stands for.
That's good stuff.
That's what the GIs came up with. My bad.
When no, it's all good. When I was at church. Y'all know I go to a multicultural church. I got convicted heavy because when it came to the white members,
you hit them with the Obama.
No, I hit him with the dap.
Switch down.
Partially because of actually this is how it's been in church all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since COVID, because when we were in the trenches of COVID, people were still reaching out their hand. No, hit me with one of these, and so I just
that's what happened when you go into multicultural churches.
Right. So I intentionally have been like, hey, dap. Mm-hmm. But my boy Lynn, who was an older black man, came up on me. He went like this. I naturally went like this.
Wow.
And we pulled each other in, and I was like, I don't do that to everybody in the church.
So
and you don't have to.
you don't. That's the
don't
other
do
thing
that to
too. You
everybody.
don't have to.
And you don't have to.
But it's like even my pastor, he knows to reach out like this because he's always went like this. No, pastor, we do this.
Mm-hmm.
But my boy Lando,
That's your boy. That's your boy Lynn. Hey,
my boy Lynn, older black man.
it's cultural, bro.
You know, we
is.
came in with and I was like,
It's
oh,
cultural. Because then if you don't dab Lynn up,
Lynn gonna think something
you know,
wrong.
now Lynn gonna think something wrong with you.
that's true.
Troy, you all right, brother? You good?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
You
Okay.
ain't dab
Yeah.
me up like you used
So
to.
now I got to, I had to look at that. I'm like, all right, if they extend the hand, let me extend the hand. I just wash my hands after we finish up this whole thing. I don't and here's one of the things. I don't like shaking hands. Like just the natural shaking of hands. If you're going to go for a dap, that's what's up. But I just don't like shaking hands.
You know, I realized I could tell how much I might like or not be interested in meeting a person if I give them a dap or if I give them one of these. If someone introduces
Yeah.
me and I'd be like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm
Hey,
mad that I'm meeting you right now.
Melvin over here telling on himself, boy. If people see the
Hey,
pod,
man.
they like,
Hey, I ain't mad.
But-
If you see me give you one of these.
We start. Hey, that you know what? When we start getting these meetups popping, we start getting these groups together. We're gonna make sure Mel dap
No,
everybody
that's
up.
the vibe.
We
That's
go-
the cave game. That's
All right, bet.
Cave game.
Bet. We gotta make sure we get cave game.
But that's
get
how I
the
feel
daps
too.
in
If
here,
somebody give me one of these, I feel like they're not really
Trying to
interested in
mention, yeah.
in meeting me either.
Yeah, I just feel that's real. I
But
think
you got to have modification. Like you have to be able to modify when the situation calls for it, right? So Melvin came in today with his 16 pairs of tennis shoes and he didn't have a free hand. So for us to dap, he stuck the elbow out. Hey, we recognize each other. But as soon as he put them 16 boxes down, hey brother, yeah, good to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I can't fully get the full, dap in, we'll find the modification.
Well, that's the other end of the spectrum too, right? Like to the point about you, like I'm trying to get like you. I think if we're talking about like cultural forms of affection, right? That could be one of those things where it's like that's something that's exclusive to us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that like I think from a cultural perspective, while we may not necessarily always be the huggy, love, touch physical that everybody that we're kind of talking through now. I think if we think about like adapted versions of you know what I'm saying, affection or appreciation or whatever, like that's the get like you contest is a black staple. It's a black man
Why
staple.
do we do that?
I can't wait to get to be an old black man, and I'm just.
What you talking about? I do it now.
I'm about to say
You do
we
that now? I don't
yeah.
I don't think I do it too much now at this age.
Nah,
I
bro.
like call you out, like I'll say, I see what you got going on. I'll say stuff like that, but I don't
Yeah.
be like,
That's
I'm trying to
basically
get like
it.
you. I'm-
That's just the modified version.
Yeah,
of
it's just
it.
that's just the young
the young version. I see what you got going on.
right. That's just the young.
I'm
That's just
trying
the
to get
younger
like you.
version. But we on the spectrum headed there. You know what I'm saying? But
Speaking of unks, let me.
and first, hold on, time out. Because I also, my bad. Before you get into it, I don't like the way that we've adapted this in the way that the internet has allowed for us to adapt this.
What?
Because unks is not a thing in the way that the internet is using it. It's a lot of AAVE being abused. Because we just it's just a short name for what we call our uncles.
Yeah.
But you'll have like, unk and washed are now synonymous.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
And
But
that's
it's also
not-
a sign of respect, though.
It
It
depends
is
on how they say
exactly, and it depends on who it's coming from. Because like if you were to talk to a middle aged like a parent of a teenager right now, right, of somebody who's from
Me.
Middle America, right, they would probably say something like they would probably assume that again like unk equals washed. It's not but they think it would apply to everyone. You ain't gonna call your auntie an unk. They'll do that online. Like it'll be a thing where it's
I
like
didn't know that. I thought they was just calling aunties.
they do, like we do, but I'm saying like the way internet culture. I'm showing how chronically online I am because like
We all
once you,
online.
but there's levels.
I got you.
I feel like
Well,
certain like if you in the TikTok comments, you'll see it'll be a comment of like it'll be like a middle aged white woman who tripped over something while she was doing something. They'd be like, "Dang, unk," and it's like.
Oh,
no,
for real?
Yeah.
that's crazy.
a thing now.
Nah,
So that's what
I
I'm
know.
saying. Like, unk is being co-opted. Like, it's like the same thing where they'd be like, oh, Gen Z slang. It's like there's no Gen Z slang. They're using bad versions of African American vernacular English, which is a dialect of American English.
I
Sorry.
got you.
I'm
No,
getting too
you
deep
good.
in there, but that's my bad. Go
Actually,
for it.
it's right in the vein of where I was going to go. So yesterday, my wife and I, we made the decision we wanted to go to the movies. We have something called a broke date. So it's like where we do the date at the least amount of money that we can spend. You know what I'm saying?
That is an incredible concept.
Yeah.
What?
A broke date.
Give me context.
So our broke dates used to be when we were in the Berg was we would get a Little Caesars hot and ready pizza, $5, right?
Right.
And then go to the Dollar Theater, and that was our broke date night. We had dinner and a movie for under $10.
What spawned this though?
We spawned that, which is funny you say that. We had $10.30 in our account.
Mm.
in our checking.
Yeah.
Not overall, but
Right.
just in our
Waiting
checking.
to get paid. You was
Right.
in
We
between.
just
Transition.
Right.
And
He
we
was
was
in
like, we
transition.
want to spend some time together, but we ain't got no money. Let's start a broke date. So what we did was we got a hot and ready, and we went to the Dollar Theater. So the Dollar Theater is basically a movie that's already out
Right.
of the main theaters and stuff like that. And we would go there. We had a whole date night for
And if you went on Tuesdays, it was 75 cents.
Exactly. So it's basically strategic ways to engage with your significant other, spend time together without going crazy.
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I'm saying?
Broke Dates.
No, that's
Shout out to
real.
broke
I'm about
dates.
to do
I
that.
think you gotta I think there's an intentional space for being able to do that.
Yeah.
And it makes you get creative. It makes you get it takes the burden off of focus on the time, takes the burden off of activity.
It takes the focus off of just spending money and just spending time together. And that I think that's where our culture is. I think that's where our culture has gotten far away from. And we've gotten more into how much value is being put into
Yeah.
us spending time together versus the value of the time
Yeah.
that is being spent together. And so my wife and I, we're going on our broke date, and we don't have a Dollar Theater, but we still bought tickets to the movie. But for our dinner, what we did was we went to Sam's Club. And I'm not sure if you know about Sam's Club, but you can get a slice of pizza and a cup of drink for $2.50.
I didn't know that.
Bruh, it's a gift. So I got the pizza, my wife got something, and I got a sundae, a brownie sundae. So we got the food first, but the sundae came last, and I'm sitting them in line. I'm just scrolling through my phone, and I heard somebody behind me say "Unc," and I looked behind me. No, I didn't pay no attention. I kept hearing "Unc, Unc," and I was like, "Who is calling Unc?" And I just kept looking around, and then I looked up. The dude was giving my sundae was like "Unc."
Talking to you.
He was talking to me. He was talking to me. He called me Unc. He called me Unc. And it was at that moment, bro. I was like,
how long
bro,
ago was this?
Huh?
Last week, probably.
This was last night.
Oh.
This was last night, bro.
Yo, if you come back next record day and you got
Oh
a
my God.
black beard, I know what's going on.
Right. It
Get
was
rid of the salt and pepper.
Midnight cocoa bean.
Yeah, bro. He called me Unc, and I was like, bro, this is where I am in life. But Unc is I think Unc is the more respectable version of what we used to say back in the day, old head or OG.
Well,
I think OG is way more respectful than saying
OG is probably, yeah. I don't know. OG kind
I
of.
don't say OG to be insulted when I say OG. OG is to me a sign of respect. If I said that to somebody, it'd be like, I appreciate you, OG. Like they were putting me on to something or teaching me something.
Yeah.
I don't say OG in a way that's like I'm calling you old or making fun of your age or nothing like that.
See, when I say OG, the
old head is definitely
that's
insult.
disrespect. The O in OG for me stand for old.
Original gangster.
But no, for me it stands for old. So
Okay.
if I'm calling you
So what
OG,
does the G stand for?
Gangster still.
Old gangster.
Or maybe or old gentleman. One of the
Old guy.
I feel that. I mean, not everybody. Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody had a little rough and tough with them back in the day to make it to where they at for the most part. So I mean,
OG.
but not everybody was probably a gangster though. I think I feel
Yeah,
like
just say OG.
OG,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
OG.
it's a sign of respect.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's a sign of respect.
it
you
is,
know what-
man. But I just feel like I don't know, something not sitting right with me with the way it's being used online. But that's again, yeah, that's
You
just,
just
another-
you realize that it might fit you.
No, I'm all for it, bro. I don't mind aging. Aging's a gift.
I see I like how you did that.
Getting older is a gift, man.
Bruh,
Not everybody made it here.
really
I like how you did that like
is.
that. The
It
wisdom.
really is. When you see some of your peoples, passing away and stuff like that, and people your age dying and stuff like that, it's like you appreciate life more and more.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you start losing people we starting to lose people we grew up with before they even, again, like kind of talked
That's
about this
true.
in other episodes, like seeing somebody like Malcolm Jamal Warner got passed away. You know what I'm saying? It's like
That's
bro was in his
that was
what was
crazy.
it, 50s, I think. In his 50s. You know, we grew up with bro. You know what I'm saying? Grew up watching bro. So to see him like not even make it to 60, Chadwick Boseman, like we got it. I really want to see who the elder statesmen from this generation are gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because we need it. You know what I'm saying? We need more Denzels. We need more Delroy Lindos. We need more Wood Harrises. You know what I'm saying? We need more. And those are just actors. I'm trying to think of. But again, they're around us too. That's the other thing.
Like
we got to pay
everyday
attention to
people.
the people that are in our communities and not just not overlook them. They're around
And
us.
that's why
the deacons in the church and all that kind of stuff.
And that's why I do PDA. And that's why I do tell my friends I love him and stuff like that. Because to be honest with you, back in the day, you didn't really know if your boy loved you or not until he did something for you.
Right.
Or y'all was at the club and he got drunk and started just telling him.
Man, I love you, man.
Until he got drunk,
man.
started pouring his heart out there.
Right.
Behind some Juvenile. Then you sitting there like, hey, man. Relax,
Time and
nigga.
a place.
You know what I'm saying? No Limit playing right now, nigga.
Or
Relax.
something bad happened and you be like, man, now you know I love you. You got to get
Yeah.
better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like something happened to you. So it's just like, that's why I, started to say it now. Like, because back in the day, I didn't really used to say it. It was kind of just understood. Like, if we kept coming around each other enough, it was kind of just like we love each other.
Yeah.
We weren't really saying it, you know what I'm saying? Or until, something happens. I take, Eric, for example, Troy's cousin, one of my best friends. I didn't know how close we were until I got into a situation where I felt like I was at my lowest point in my life. Like, I had pretty much lost everything. When I say lost everything, I mean, bruh, I had 2 trash bags worth of clothes. I didn't have nowhere to live. People was letting me stay with them. I had lost my job, lost my car. Like, I lost everything in just like a short span of time in like a 3-month window. And I was out here trying to figure it out, bro. And I'm sitting here. One day was just going through it. I was just in the house. One of my friends let me sleep on their floor. That was the best they could do. I said, that's good enough for me. It's better than being outside. So, being in that situation one day, he was like, hey man, you got to come out. Like you can't be, what I'm saying? You can't be in the house, what I'm saying, like that or whatever. He was like, just come kick it or whatever. He was hooping at the school or whatever still. So he was back and forth between stuff. He was like, hey, there's a basketball game tonight. Girls playing, just come kick it or whatever. So I was like, cool, came. So we was chilling. He was asking me what was going on with me. I was telling him everything that was going on. Like, bruh, I'm here trying to find a job. You know what I'm saying? Been struggling, trying to get back and forth, different things like that. Told him what was going on with my car and everything. And just in the middle of conversation, we was walking. He was like, hey, walk with me real quick. I got to go to my dorm room or whatever. So I ain't think nothing of it. I think we just walking. I'm still chopping it up, talking, whatever. He go to his dorm room, come out, get some keys. I'm thinking we going somewhere. Like, I'm thinking we about to ride out or something like that. Man looked me in my eyes and was like, take these. He just held up his car keys, was like, take these. And I was like, what? He was like, the keys. I was like, to the car? He's like, like, yeah. He's like, I'm like, where we going? He's like, nah, you need this more than I do right now. He was like, so just take my car, hold on to it, do what you need to do to find your job, whatever. He was like, I'll come back and get it whenever I need it, whatever. And like in that moment, that's when I realized like how close we were, because I was like, up until that point, it wasn't like we was telling each other we love each other, stuff like we was hanging out. But before that gesture, I was just like, I didn't really think we were that close until he did, and that moment right there changed my life, because just by him giving me them keys, I was able to find a job. I was able to get back and forth to that job to make enough money in like 30 days to be able to finally get an apartment and get some place. So that one little thing changed everything about my situation at that moment. But it wasn't even like, he didn't even think about it. It wasn't even something that he had to go back and forth, and ponder. And I carried that with me forever. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like little, and it wasn't even little. It was little to him, but it was, major to me. So it was just like, if it had not been back in the day for somebody looking out for you or doing something for you, you didn't really know how somebody felt about you, because we weren't just sitting around going, hey, bro, I love you, man. Appreciate you. Creating space for those, conversations. So I definitely think that we are shifting, like we are changing about, how we express that type of stuff, being more open with the communication and the admiration, and just being able to say like, bro, it's okay to tell your man you love him.
Yeah.
You can still love your man and be manly, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know first of all, I didn't know that story. That's crazy.
And I got his car stole too. The same car he let me borrow. I'll tell that story one day, but that just, it didn't get stole, but I thought it got stolen.
Did y'all get it back?
Yeah, we got it back. I had parked it somewhere. I parked it somewhere, wasn't paying attention. Parked in the wrong spot, and the neighbor had the car repoed. well, not repo. They called the tow.
Tow,
They tow
yeah.
people. And I came out getting ready to go to work. I thought I parked it somewhere else. Thought I forgot where I parked. I was out there for 10 minutes walking around, and then I got nervous. Bro. I was like, I'm like, yo, I don't see it. I'm like, I don't see this car, bro. I'm like, I don't see this car nowhere. So I started thinking, bro. Saddest voicemail I ever had to leave a person, bro. I called Eric on the phone, bro. He didn't even pick up that joint with the voicemail. I was like, hey, bro, somebody done stole your car.
That's crazy.
I was like, hey, bro, somebody done stole your car, bro. I'm on the phone telling him about it. It was crazy. He didn't even get the voicemail first because he was at a basketball meeting. Laura had his phone and heard the voicemail come through. Bro, she on the other end of the phone like, somebody done stole your car.
So now they got heightened.
Look, it took me like 30, 45 minutes to realize that it probably just got towed or whatever, called it to a company, found it. But in that moment, I was like, bruh, my soul was crushed. Because I'm like, he let me borrow this car.
Yeah.
And I done got this man car stole.
Oh, my
Bruh,
God.
we still laugh about that today. But that joint was, in that moment, I was terrified, bro. I was like, he let me borrow this car and I done got it stole.
Grand gestures are great ways for me to know how people feel about me. I know some people don't like grand gestures because
Define grand gesture.
a grand gesture is to be like something that is beyond what I could fathom can be done for me in the moment. So, like, for instance, the car situation. If you gave me $10 to go get some food, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But giving me your car, mentally to me, it's just like I could never repay that back. Sometimes it's hard for me to receive grand gesture, type of love, because it's not even a matter in that moment of me being able to receive it for what it's being given to me for. It's automatically goes to, how am I going to repay this back? I can't repay this back. And so it's hard to even receive that. You know what I mean? Like, I give you an example. My uncle, he used to drive to come see my football games. It's like maybe 2.5 hour drive to come see my game. And sometimes I'd be like, man, you ain't gotta come to see my games, man. It's 2.5 hours. You don't have to come. And he was like, no, I want to come. I want to support you. I want to. And that was it. And at this time, my uncle was not the type of person who can verbally say, I love you, but he can show I love you by showing up. And I could not reflect on that moment to be like, I don't know what I can do to give back to you. Because for me, at that moment, that was a grand gesture. When I was playing football in high school, no one came to my games because, and I know some people will say no one came to my games to be like, no one came to my games. I'm really sad about that. I was like, I'm cool if y'all don't come. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what it do, baby. So it don't really, because I knew I could not return the gesture. You came to my games. I feel like I have to now hang out with you after the game. I didn't want to do that after the game.
So like, please don't come to
Please don't come to the game, because after the game, I want to go hang out with the boys. We're going to have some drinks, you know what I'm saying? Libations, all that type of stuff. And I don't want to feel as though I feel obligated to you, but coming to a point of realizing that sometimes for people to show love, it's not going to be verbally. It's going to be done by, for me at that moment was grand gestures, but for them it was, bro, this is regular. You know what I'm saying? Just be able to receive it.
Oh, absolutely.
So is it wrong to, I'm not going to say it's wrong. I don't think that's the right way to frame it. But for those who say, I'll just show you instead of saying it out loud. Because there's going to be a bunch of guys who are still going to feel like, I'm just not going to say it out loud. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you I love you. This is how I do it, but I ain't going to say it out loud.
It's
You
almost
still
like,
got to say it, bro.
It's almost like seeing those videos where the cat be like, they can't just tell you happy birthday.
Happy G-Day.
Yep, happy G-Day.
Yeah.
More like-
That'd be me, and I gotta stop doing that because I don't say happy birthday to the guys. I be like happy G-Day or more life or something like that.
Another year.
I think you verbally still have to say it. I think you still got to say it because some people, they do things or they think that people do things for them because it's out of obligation. Like you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you, so for people who are resting on, hey, I show up for you. That's my way of showing love. Also say it at the same time, because because what happens is if you continuously do these things for people, they think that this is what they're supposed to be receiving. And they don't actually attribute it to anything else. It's like, oh no, you're supposed to show up to my games. You're supposed to do these things. You're supposed to. It's like, no, say it too, because then I know you're just not doing it out of obligation. Because for me, the word love means to sacrifice, and so to know that you made a sacrifice and you did this attached to love, that means more to me than just doing the act.
Yeah, that's a bit. I feel that. Yeah, it's interesting on the like speaking portion of it too, because I think it would do more for people to say it, or for guys to say it. It would free them to be able to say it.
You think so?
I think so, because you're not saying it for what reason? Like I would. If you can't tell the homies, again, this is just like, especially if it's like your dog, somebody that you would do anything for, somebody that's been a part of your family for however long, or for somebody who, you know what I'm saying, y'all been through the trenches together or whatever it is, or y'all grew up together or whatever, and you can't tell them, I love you, you might want to figure out what's
wrong with you.
What's internally keeping you from being able to say those words.
I got you.
It's something that you need to explore. It's something that you need to lean into, because you should be able to give them
without
that,
feeling a way.
without feeling some type of way about it. You got to figure out what that is if you can't say it without feeling some type of way.
And I don't like the concept that people, I'm pretty sure y'all might have heard this before, but people will say, well, you know I love you. I didn't know. No, I didn't.
Unless you say it.
I need to hear, because I think what we fail to see is that there can be life in just using words sometimes. And if you feel as though they're just words, or if they're just words, why don't you say it? Just use them.
Also, too, I think it could be, on top of it being freeing for yourself, I think that you may be surprised what it might do for the other person.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just hearing it. Just letting them hear it. Sometimes that's all people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Even just in life in general, like on a human level. Not even on some like super close homeboys, just on some like, you're a human.
Yes.
So like you deserve to be, you're somebody's child.
You have value.
Yeah, you have value to life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I think. If more people heard that, then we probably see a more productive. We probably see a more productive world.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. I feel that.
People need to hear those words.
Love the homies.
Love the homies.
Don't do the homie. Not like on the Boondocks. We're not called do the homie.
Now look, we just talked
like
about homophobia.
I couldn't let that one slide, man. The Boondocks is classic. Do the homie.
Do the
That
homie.
is funny, bro. What's the call to action this time?
Call to action.
Actually, I'm gonna challenge each one of y'all. Find your homeboy.
There you go.
Tell him you love him.
Yep.
And don't feel no type of way about it.
Yep.
Yeah. You know
Find
what?
at least one person.
And give them,
don't send them chain text message either.
Nah.
Like, actually tell them.
Because
I hate those too. Send this to one man who you know they got.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
It's gonna
Wait,
stop.
hold on.
It's gonna stop with me. I'm not sending that chain message to nobody.
Gonna stop with me.
What's the message?
It be them random chain messages.
Yeah.
Any one of them, but a lot of the ones be the dude. Send this to a black father who you know, blah blah blah, or
like,
send this to a man. That
you've
gonna stop
been selected
with me.
You've been selected.
Unselect
send
me.
this out. Let somebody know
what?
that you want to love them. Here's send this to three brothers and let them know.
Hey,
You know
bro.
what?
It's gonna stop.
Who's starting it? Who is starting it?
You know what?
It's a psyop.
This is going to show everything. I've never received one of those
You never see the black man chain?
until just a couple days ago. Somebody inboxed me this video that says send this to a brother who works over whatever. And when I received it, I genuinely was like,
Oh my god!
I genuinely.
You the reason that the things just keep going around.
No,
Right.
I received it. They inboxed me,
Bruh, that is.
Now,
you
granted,
know what?
I'm not. See, that's the thing. It's different. If I see it, sometimes I'll see video or I'll see content, and it'll be something that's like, it'll remind you of something nostalgic or something that you went through with the homies, and it's like, yo, send this to your brother. I've done those types of things before, but it's like the old school chain text message version that they do it through DMs now, where it's like, you could do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Yeah.
You've been selected
for 3 people.
Send that to the next 4 brothers
who
so
is
they can have
starting
a great
this
day.
chain?
You know what would be good if now y'all cheapen the DM that I got the other day.
Don't cheapen
Let me
it. If you
just say
receive
that out
it,
loud.
if
I
it blessed
received
you,
and it
if it
blessed
blessed
you,
you,
because in the moment I
on to
really
it.
felt like that.
If it did
If
what
it
it was supposed
blessed
to
you,
do, then it did what it was supposed
hold on
to do.
to it.
I'm just saying, when I received the text message things, and again, it's not from one of my close friends that's sending something that's like personable. If I'm just getting a random DM from one of the homies that's a part of like send this to 5 other brothers, I'm just saying it's gonna stop with me.
What I'm saying is, if you gonna send that to me, also say why would you send that to me? Like, make it personable.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
Like,
can feel that.
like
you want them to message, and then after you want them to send another
Hey,
message
Troy,
to
I just want
explain
you-
why you were selected for the message.
it's just like this. Like if somebody sends you a scripture, if somebody sent you a scripture
Mhm.
and just said, "Hey, read this," but they don't give you nothing
No
else
context
with it, like of why they send it. Which I do have a scripture for you later on.
Okay.
I do want to share with you, and I'm gonna give you some context to it. But if they send it to you with no context, it's like, "Yo, they're gonna bless you." It's like, yeah. That was good, won't it? What does this attain to? I mean, I can apply this to a million other things. Why are you sending it to me though?
This is kind of
Why does this? Because I've gotten. Oh, okay. So now I do feel that rage that y'all feel, because I have been in those.
Had to get to the
He
Churchified
wanna know.
version.
Yeah,
I had to get to the Churchified version.
I had to get to the church version because people have been sending me. They'll send me scripture. I'm like, all right, bet. Why did you?
Because
send
you wear T-shirts that say y'all need Jesus.
But I think, which this is funny. I'm not sure about y'all. Yeah, I really do. Here's what's funny. My not so close to God friends send me verses.
Mm-hmm.
My people who know the Lord send me inappropriate stuff.
Because they know you already know the Lord. They know you already love the Lord.
Hey, yo, non-church people, that's them looking. That's
They
that's
say
an olive
they like,
branch.
you
They
know
need
what?
to-
Troy would
appreciate this, but also they might need something from you. So they like, let me send this to him, and maybe he'll give me impart something that maybe they reaching for something. I feel like maybe,
And I think that's what it is. I think they're reaching for something, and then I think they're also trying to use me as their. Melvin said this before.
Spiritual
People
barometer.
use me as a barometer, and if I can prove something to him, then this must be solidified. But if don't try to prove anything to me, because I send the majority of the people I know to hell. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to prove nothing to me. Don't try to. And the Lord may know something that may get you into heaven that I don't know. But I send the majority of people I know to hell.
I'm confused. What does that mean?
I'm judgmental.
Oh, got you. I was
going to
thinking.
hell.
I was thinking literally.
No,
I
that's
was
what he's.
I'm
figuratively.
judgmental. I'm
I
very
got it.
judgmental.
No, okay, I got it.
So don't try to prove anything to me. Prove it to the Lord. When cats be cussing around me, be like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Pastor.
I mean to do that." I'm like, that's how you talk. Don't try to prove nothing to me.
Got
They're
you.
not trying to prove it. They trying to respect that you don't.
Right.
They're not trying to prove that they
want
don't. They
don't
trying
wanna
not
put
to
a stumbling block in your way.
in
brother.
your way, brother.
Hey, listen,
They trying to be a good brother.
I guess so. But yeah, don't try to prove nothing to me. Prove it to yourself. But yeah, going back to what we're saying, if you're going to send that general message, that specify, why does this apply to me?
That's what I was about to say. When you was talking about it from a scriptural perspective, it's interesting too, because it's like, I think why that also might frustrate you, because are you used to just like people prophesying and all the things? So are you looking for it to be like, should I be like, how do I actually apply this? Or like, what is because I would prefer that people don't try and prophesy to me. I would prefer that you gotta be careful because people would just be saying stuff like, "Oh, I was praying last night." And
God told me,
What
please
is it?
don't.
God-
I done
yeah.
been on record saying that. Please don't pray for me.
I'm not gonna go that
Please
far.
don't pray
Why
for me.
you don't
bro.
want people to
Please
pray
so-
for you?
Please don't pray for me.
Well,
God
you know
might,
what it is? Ask me what you need to be in agreement about. Don't just pray for me
because
randomly.
I don't want you. No, I don't want you doing that either. Depending on who it is,
I feel
please
that
don't
too.
pray for me.
Why?
I feel that too.
Because I don't know what you praying. I don't even know if God like you like that.
That's true.
God loves everyone.
I don't even know if God like you like that. He didn't tell me nothing.
Now, here's the thing. I don't mind people sharing scripture with me if you're going to do it in the context of the scripture. You know what I'm saying?
That's the reason why I don't do the verse of the day thing on the Bible app.
Why is that?
I don't want that notification because
They don't
okay,
have no
cool.
context.
But what's the
Just a
context?
random-
Yeah, what is the-
random
yeah,
scripture?
And I guess maybe that's what they want. Maybe they just want to prompt you to say like,
To
oh,
open
well,
the
let me
Bible?
see. Yeah, open the Bible and see. Let me.
I think
But
that's beginner Bible 101. You
I'm
know what I'm
like-
saying? For the person who don't read
Right.
the scripture and they just need and that's what I realized
verse of
too.
the
This
day.
is a whole nother
Don't do
conversation.
it. Don't do it. This has been the Manly D's podcast. This has been the Manly D's podcast. We appreciate y'all. Find your homeboy. Tell him you love him.
Tell
Do
them
that.
you love them.
do that.
Do more PDA with your people, man. Let them know that you appreciate them while they here. Don't wait till their funeral and that other.
Give your homie a hug, no doubt. That's the
Don't
other
wait
thing.
till the funeral, bro.
Yeah, don't wait till
Yeah.
the funeral to try to tell
Give
people how you
people
feel
their
about
flowers
them,
while
Give
they
it-
still here.
Yes, give the
Yeah.
people the flowers while they're still here. Exactly, bro. Yes.
Come on now. So y'all got y'all CTA. Other than that, subscribe to the Patreon. Like we said earlier, come join this community, man. Get this real
First
talk
25. First 25.
and get that merch. Get that merch.
Yes, get that merch. It's your boy Troy. Dave has wings. Let me do that over. Okay. This is still new. Dave, you feel welcome to the podcast?
I do, man. This has been dope.
Good.
I'm
This has been dope.
glad. All right. So let me do that again. Okay. Because I'm so used to saying Life Coach Lace, and Lace is not here today, unfortunately. So let me try it again. All right, here we go. It's your boy Troy. Dave has wings. Melly Mel. It's the Manly D's podcast. We out.
What it do, though? It's your boy, Dr. Life Coach Lace, a.k.a. NBA Old Boy, a.k.a. I'm him, a.k.a. the Menace No Relation to Dennis. Look, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. We need you to stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe to the potty. We know you love listening to us. We bring a lot of great content, great conversation, a lot of fun, jovial conversation across the board. So tap in with us. Make sure after you subscribe, please like so that we can showcase that you care, that we care for you, and that we bring in the heat to everything that we do. So lock in with us, Manly D's podcast. Share it with your entire community, your entire network, because we bringing the real to the real.